Much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also, you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you. Muted white hooded group rooted in Boston area has allegedly reached into Connecticut with a recent flash demonstration in Hartford and flyers distributed in East Hartford and Southington. One leaflet from the New England Nationalist Social Club declared a stand for security and prosperity of white New Englanders. And on Market Streets in Hartford Saturday, people representing to be the group members wearing black jackets, all black caps, and face masks unfurled banners that stated "White Lives Matter, Defend New England, Defend White Lives." On one hand, the group's decision to flash signs on a quiet street on a Saturday afternoon shows a distinct lack of guts. Why not demonstrate on Albany Avenue or Park Street? And that was stated by Korea, who is the CEO of the 860 BLM. But the group's foray into Connecticut, including the diverse suburb of East Hartford, also is worrisome. She said, quote, "Flyers also were distributed in Southington last week. They went to a street market where they would be safe. And we're not taking their actions seriously, but we are taking it seriously that they're trying to recruit." It was also stated that BLM 860 held a counter protest Monday and has scheduled a bigger rally for Sunday at noon in Kinney Park, Hartford. The Anti-Defamation League defines the Nationalist Social Club as a neo-Nazi group with regional chapters in the United States and abroad. Patches with the number 131 alphanumeric code for anti-communist actions and group members, quote, "see themselves as soldiers at war with a hostile Jewish-controlled system that is deliberately plotting to extinction of the white race." Quote, "Their goal is to form an underground network of white men who are willing to fight against their perceived enemy through localized direct actions." The group emerged back in December 2019 in East Massachusetts, with an initial focus on covering anarchist and gang graffiti with their own spray-painted message. Asked about terms used to describe his group includes a variety of words, but the founder, Christopher Hood, told the Boston Globe in 2020, "If anyone calls me those words, I don't tell them they're wrong." Quote, at a different point during the interview, he stated that he does not think white people are inherently superior to anyone, but when asked if he considered himself to be an individual against other individuals, he stated, "Sure." Hood, who could not be reached on Monday, told the Globe that his group was not inclined to commit violence, but a quote-unquote group expert quoted in the article described by the organization's ideology as a mix of neo-Nazism and violent white supremacy with an endgame of creating an all-white society. Quote, "We oppose the criminal anti-America and anti-white street gangs such as MS-13, Black Lives Matter, and Antifa." One of the flyers spread around East Hartford neighborhood also stated, "We are for us, by us, and against those against us. Our motivations are to carry out this mission," the group declared. "Do not come from a place of hatred, but of love for our own people. No one else will protect us." UConn sociology professor Matthew Hugh, a specialist in hate groups, stated that the Nationalist Social Club members is tough to tally, but likely ranges from 50 to 200. The members split from their other neo-Nazi groups after internal divisions. New England is often viewed as a bastion of liberalism and socialism, but the NSC hopes to find a fertile ground for the opposing ideology, or at least a place where its message and white solidarity will resonate. A group of about 20 people wearing black 131 face mask lined the St. Patrick's Day parade in Boston last month, holding a banner that said, "Keep Boston Irish." Group members translate all efforts by Black people to gain justice as anti-white, and the narrative is built on doomsday fabrications that end with white genocide. Because Connecticut is a quote incredibly segregated and unequal state, the message will impress some white people looking for a scapegoat. Such organizations also appeal to distaste for equality. The ranks of white nationalist groups have been growing throughout the United States, but most people do not join for the ideology. The initial appeal, rather, is camaraderie. Quote, "We are a social club for nationalists for New England focused on building a network of like minded men and women dedicated to defending their land and their people." All right, so this is just the warning to Black people, right? It's not even so much about the article, but this is more so about the things that I've talked about before. I've tried to warn Black people that you're going to see, a nice, I guess you could say, resurgence of a lot of these groups trying to enlist a variety of people. You're going to start to see more of an influx of a lot of these type of groups or people who are in these groups that will commit certain crimes against other groups of people. And I want Black people to pay very close attention to this. This is the main largest message that you need to pay attention to. Everybody that's living in a integrated area or who has had a resurgence of their area looking Black and then now it's looking mixed, yeah, you need to be very wary, because a lot of those individuals who like to sit up there and go door to door, they're going to start going through neighborhoods like that. But they're going to specifically pick out certain neighborhoods where there might be an overwhelming amount of one versus an overwhelming amount of you. So, like I said before, y'all need to start paying attention. Stop paying attention to all of the other nonsense that's on social media. Stop looking at, a lot of the stuff that's dealing with celebrities and all of this other type of stuff. Get directly out of your phones, and you need to start looking around amongst, and see who's amongst you. Because it's not too far away. Like I said, this is just in Connecticut, right? This is just in the sense of the East Coast, right? But it's not too far away from happening in any other, city, state, or area. And I can already hear some Black people, oh yeah, come try that, in my town, in my city. Guess what? They're not going to sit up there and do that. They're not going to do that. So you're wishing and hoping for something to pop up. It ain't going to sit up. You ain't going to sit up there and get that chance, buddy. Let me let you know, you're not going to get that chance. I just said they're going to specifically pick out certain areas. Now, if this was, let's say, back in the day or something like that, yeah, they would sit up there and go to every single Black area and just march down the streets real slowly with, a couple thousand or whatever it is, shouting and saying any and everything that they want to sit up there and say, just because they could, because they know that wasn't nobody Black during that time going to sit up there and bust a grape. Now they're not really going to do that, because they know that the chances are great for people to counter, right, whatever it is that they're trying to say or do at the end of the day. And they're not trying to see none of that. They're not trying to be caught by a surprise from somebody inside their home. They're not trying to do none of that. Like I said, now if it's back in their state where they know it's only like one or two Black people directly on the street, yeah, they'll sit up there and do it. They're going to do it like that on purpose, right? And that's to invoke fear. Like I said, that's the main thing that they have. This is why they do this in numbers, right? They're one of the main groups who do this in numbers, because they're trying to get people to instill that type of fear. And then by instilling that type of fear, that's when whatever words they want to sit up there and use will start to be used in order to further invoke fear and to put a type of demoralization, on you. Right, to basically crack through that armor, whatever you basically have, to make you feel powerless, because they're like, yeah, what are you going to sit up there and do? It's a whole group of us versus one of you. What are you going to sit up there and do? Right, and then they're going to start doing like their normal taunts and shouts and all of those other things. But like I said, this is why I've told Black people before, it's like, yo, it'll be very great if y'all will start, instead of spending money on a reckless nonsense like they've programmed you to, start spending money on things that will improve the value directly of your life. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.